a small village, surrounded by hills and flowing streams, there lived a young man named Arjun. Life had never been easy for him, but lately it felt unbearable. His crops had failed for the second year in a row. His father had fallen ill, and the cost of medicines left the family deep in debt. To make things worse, his close friend betrayed him in a business deal, leaving him feeling humiliated and alone. It seemed that every door he knocked on was slammed shut in his face. No matter how hard he tried, new problems kept coming from every direction. Each night, Arjun lay awake staring at the cracked ceiling, wondering why life was so cruel to him. Had fate turned against him? Or was he cursed to suffer forever? One evening, as Arjun sat by the village well, lost in thought, an old man with a long white beard walked into the village square. His eyes sparkled with kindness, and his steps were slow but steady. The villagers gathered around him, curious to see who this stranger was. The old man introduced himself as a traveler, a storyteller who had visited countless villages. But Arjun was too consumed by his worries to care. He sat silently, his face heavy with sadness. The old man noticed Arjun's troubled expression and walked over to him. "Why do you carry such a burden on your heart, young man?" the old man asked gently. Arjun shook his head. "My life is falling apart. No matter how hard I work, problems chase me from all sides. It's like the whole world is against me." The old man smiled softly. "Let me tell you a story. Maybe it will help you see things differently." Arjun didn't believe a story could solve his problems, but he had no strength left to argue. So he listened. The old man began. Once, there was a farmer who planted a bamboo seed next to his other crops. Every day he watered it with care, just like his wheat and vegetables. Within weeks, the vegetables sprouted, the wheat turned green, but the bamboo seed showed no sign of life. Months passed, and the farmer grew frustrated. He doubted whether the bamboo seed would ever grow. He even thought about digging it up and replacing it with something else. But something deep inside told him to be patient, to keep watering it. For 5 long years, nothing happened. Not even a single green shoot. Then, in the 6th year, something incredible happened. The bamboo seed sprouted, and within 6 weeks, it grew over 60 feet tall. The farmer was amazed. What had the bamboo been doing for 5 years? It had been growing roots, strong, deep roots that could support its incredible height. You see, life often works the same way. When problems surround you, it doesn't mean you're failing. It means your roots are growing. God isn't ignoring you. He's preparing you. The old man paused, letting the story sink in. Your struggles aren't punishments, Arjun. They're preparations. God's plan for you is still unfolding even if you can't see it yet. Arjun's eyes welled up. But why does it hurt so much? Why does everything have to be so hard? The old man placed a hand on Arjun's shoulder. Because the tallest trees face the strongest winds. God's plan isn't to break you. It's to build you into someone strong enough to carry the blessings He's preparing for you. Morale lesson: no struggle is wasted, the old man said. Your pain is the foundation of your strength. Your delays are not denials. They are shaping you for something greater. With new hope in his heart, Arjun returned home, not with all his problems solved, but with the belief that God's plan was still in motion. The next time storms came, Arjun didn't ask why. He simply told himself, "My roots are growing." If this story reminded you that your struggles have meaning, share it with someone who needs hope. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories that remind us that God's plan is always worth trusting. Sometimes the plan isn't visible, but the builder always is.